Welcome to a quick introduction to Adoration Pro. Here we are on the main screen, and first we'll log in as an administrator. When you first log in as an admin, you'll see a nice colorful dashboard that will inform you on key statistics for your Adoration program, and if there's any areas where attention is needed, those will appear below. We can click on Schedule, and we'll see the whole entire schedule. This is just a demo account, but if you are doing live attendance tracking, you will see the attendance percentage for each of the adorers. From here, we can do backups. We can see logs for visitors and the scheduled visitors, and we can also add adorers. Let's take a look at the subs area. Here we have a sub request log, and we'll show you how that gets populated later. We can also see our sub list and inactive subs. And from here, we can also push one button that will send out all open sub requests at once. This is just a demo, so we haven't put any sub requests in yet, but we will. We can also look for adorers and search for adorers here. So there's two places to find adorers: on the schedule or in the list. Here's the specials area. This is where you would have non-regular or non-repeating adorations, such as a 40-hour devotion. Not everyone uses the special schedule feature, but it is available for adoration that is very date specific and is not part of your repeating weekly or repeating monthly schedule. Here in the hours tab, you specify when you have your regular adoration. Here we have all the weekly hours checked on, but if you have some hours of the week where you don't have adoration, you can uncheck those boxes. Here is where you can check boxes if you only have adoration on the first of the month. So a lot of people maybe only have first Fridays and first Saturdays. And here is coming soon hours. This is a great way to start your program or to add more hours. When an hour is coming soon, new adorers can sign up, but the system does not expect them to be attending yet. So you could do this for weeks or months as you launch your program or as you add hours to grow your program. There's also a settings area where you can update your passwords and change many of the features inside of Adoration Pro. You can also customize the sign up message and the reminder messages that the adorers receive. And then there's also a message area where you can send out bulk messages to the adorers. One of the features is Spanish, and right now we have Spanish on. When you have Spanish on, that allows adorers to sign up based on their preferred language, and they'll receive communication from Adoration Pro in their preferred language. So Adoration Pro handles all of that for you. You can also look at previous messages and delivery history as a whole, and you can look at delivery history for a particular adore. So, and if an adore mentions that they're not receiving messages, you can take a look at their history and see whether or not those messages are being sent. This is also where you can edit information for an adore, so you can change their preference for how they receive messages. They can choose email or text. You can change the reminder status, change their time slot, make them inactive. Maybe they're only going to be weekly or monthly instead of weekly, and add notes. So a lot of ability to update the Adore information. Adorers can also update their own information. And now we'll back out and we'll do some things that adorers might do. It's very common to use Adoration Pro with an iPad or a tablet or computer near your chapel. And if you do that, we have instructions on how to set that up. But normally you'll set it up so that this is the page that adorers will see when they come into the chapel. They can make a weekly commitment or they can sign in. We can also modify what these say for you. Most of the time this works well, but we can customize this for you. So, and again, this is optional. You do not have to use the kiosk to sign in. We do have printable sheets for you if you want to do paper sign-ins. But a lot of our customers do use Adoration Pro to track the sign-ins, to track attendance. And if you do that, the adorer would walk up to the iPad and click Adore Sign In. And if they're a scheduled adorer, they'll click here. And then they can check their name and click Submit. And then they're signed in. And we'll do that again. And we'll see that that recent check-in is showing here, and the next person can sign in. The current hour the upcoming hour and the current hour are available for sign in. So you can be up to an hour early and almost an hour late and still sign in. So a lot of options to sign in. We'll sign in a second person. There's also the option to sign in if you're visiting. So this is just similar to signing your name on a sign-in sheet. This is not for a scheduled adore. This is someone who's just visiting. We can add more fields here if you like. Some of our customers like to capture email or phone numbers of the visitors. And then if the adorer wants to sign up for a commitment, they can do so here. This is something you can control in the admin settings. What appears here sometimes for privacy, administrators like this to only show initials or just to show adore. Here we're showing first name and last initial. Again, adjustable by you in the admin area. Another thing adjustable is when the sign up button is hidden. In this case, it looks like once there are 4 adorers, the sign up button goes away. We recommend starting with that happening at 1 or 2 adorers, and you see that it sort of forces new signups into the hours that need more coverage. So again, in the settings, you control how many adorers cause this button to be hidden. Right now, once there's 4 adorers, the button goes away. That only affects new signups. You as the admin can manually add someone into a slot. And again, you can change this in settings. You could have infinite adorers and still have the sign up button. So all adjustable by you. All right, let's go ahead and pretend that we are an adorer who needs a sub. So we'll go to find a sub. You can adjust this password and we'll make a sub request. We will choose the date and the time. We choose the name and we click continue. You do have to type in the first name. This is just a little check so that people aren't accidentally making requests for the wrong person, and it prevents any bots that might be clicking around from accidentally making a sub request. So we click confirm, and that message is now sent out to the sub list. There are some settings and some variables on how many subs receive this request. Now we can go over that when you sign up for your account, but that message is sent out by email and text based on the Adora preference to the sub list, and the subs then can click a link in their text or in their email to take that sub request. Another neat thing is that there is a sub log, and this is a way for the adorer to check on their request. The adorer will also get a notification when the request is filled, but if they want to double check, they can come to the log. Subs can also come here and pick up open spots. So if a sub doesn't receive the sub request or wants to be proactive or just wants to check on things, a sub can come anytime and pick up an open sub request. If a sub request is filled, this button goes away. And if a sub request is filled and a sub clicks that link that they got by email or text, they'll see a nice message saying that the sub request has been filled. So there is no need for messaging back and forth to let subs know it's been filled. Only those who would click the link would see the message that said it's filled. No need to alert everyone multiple times. So a great reduction in messaging happens with our automatic subsystem. This is also where an Adora could update their own profile. They can also get to their profile here. Here's where the admin logs in. Here's a direct access to the sublog. And then this is also where an adorer can join the sub list, or sub, if someone wants to be only a sub, they can join the sub list directly as well. We'll log back into the admin area and we'll go check out our sublog. And we see that the adorer created and sent that request. That's the one we saw. So from here, once a sub takes the request, you'll see their name and email pop up. You as the admin could also click edit and manually add in a sub. And you can also, let's say you have multiple sub requests that are open, they haven't been filled, and you want to resend them. You push this green button and all unfilled sub requests are sent out in one message. We have seen customers fill more than 10 sub requests in less than an hour with just one push of this button. So very powerful way to clean up your sub log, and also powerful in that you don't have to send very many messages. The text or email link includes all the open spots. Again, there's a specials area, hours area, settings. We'll take a peek at that again. You set your sub password. You can turn reminders on and off. This is how the name appears on the schedule, how it appears on the sign-in page. Lots of features and settings. The Spanish mode on or off. Again, this just makes Spanish available. It doesn't turn everything into Spanish. It just makes Spanish available, and more settings there. And then of course the dashboard. Your dashboard will have even more information because you will have actual adorers signing in and you'll have messages going out. So your stats will be even more specific. And again, action items will pop up here if you have poor coverage or poor attendance or too many sub requests from a certain adorer. You'll be notified of that here. This is a quick overview. Adoration Pro is very powerful, very helpful. Many customers are surprised that it can do so much. Technically, you can run a 24/7 adoration program with just one administrator because Adoration Pro is doing so much, but you are free to share your password with other administrators. There's also something called a team member password. You could share that with hourly captains. It allows them to see but not delete information. So if you have some people that you want to have limited access to the admin area, that's what the team member password is for. But you're also free to share the admin password with a couple key people who you may want to be able to manage and do everything in the admin area. Again, there's more features. Just wanted to give you a quick overview so you could see how well Adoration Pro works. And this dashboard is very, very helpful for showing you areas that are going well and areas that need some help. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.